Hello, we have some incense today, and it's called Positive Vibes. It smells lovely. Otherwise, I wouldn't be using it. Anyway, let's go ahead and do our prayer. I ask for eyes that see, ears that hear, and a heart full of understanding. I thank you for whatever messages come forward, and I ask that you deliver them to those that need them. Thank you. Okay, we are doing what aspect in your relationship needs to be focused on. And this could be family, this could be friends, this could be romantic partners. But I am going to go ahead and put these hearts up so that you can pick your pile. So we have rainbow fluorite, green fluorite, and this is called polar jade. Go ahead and take your time to pick those, and I will see you at your pile. Okay, hello pile one, the rainbow fluorite people. Very pretty. Little heart next to the big heart. All right, let's see what you got here. When I was shuffling the cards, they were demanding, man, that you receive 2 of these. I kept arguing even. I'm like, no, I'm only doing 3 piles. Why am I getting 4 of these? So you are the pile that gets 2 of these ones. All right, what do we have here? Create silence. Oh, wow. Fragments. Love. Self-love. And sound healing. Interesting. So far, look at this. You've got sound healing and you've got create silence. That is interesting. If numbers are of importance to you, we have 25, 29, and 39. I automatically am feeling extremely focused on the love card. I am hearing that this should be a pile that's about romantic love. So what I've got with this so far is that creating silence leaves space to be heard, right? We have fragments. We are all over the place. We're getting, as we talk back and forth, we get bits. But if we quiet ourselves down for a moment and receive what the other person is saying, we are more likely to truly see them. And they are more likely to truly see us. Everybody needs that space to be seen and heard and felt and understood. That's really interesting because even with this, the eye is here, eye on the hand, and creating space for each other. I feel with this self-love card, maybe you have to be the one that starts this process, and that's okay. That's really okay. It doesn't mean they're lesser, it doesn't mean you're more mature, whatever, right? Just if you're wanting to be within this relationship, you're the one starting the process because this is what you're given, right? The self-love is requesting this space back. Is saying, okay, I've given you the space to speak freely. I need that back from you. So far, it's a lot about communication, right? That's what's coming up. This to me feels very personal. The sound healing, I actually feel that this is more just for you, and not so much in particular about your particular relationship, but this is for you. Music. If you like the sound bowls, crystal bowls, glass, I don't I don't know. Some of them are metal. If you like those, do your thing. Get into that. Um, yeah, I think that your aspect, just to put it very plainly, that this relationship needs to focus on is communication. You can, this is specific for some people. It's not for everybody. Please use your own intuition to know if this is meant for you or not. I see a lot of birds in this, and there's a lot of clouds. We're in the sky, air, and what I'm getting from that is what I see are when birds are flapping their wings. It's very smooth. They're not like edged, edged. Is that even did I say that right? They're even when they're trying to get away from something, the way their feathers work in the air, it's smooth. It doesn't have to be edgy. It doesn't have to be back and forth at each other. It can be with each other. It can be, I want you to be able to have freedom and space and talk as you need to. And oftentimes, when you give that to someone, they are more able to give it back to you. I'm hearing, please don't take that. You don't always have to be the one to do everything right. That's, don't worry about that part. That's, who cares? In 5 years, who cares about that? What we care about is truly meeting heart to heart. That's what we ultimately all desire. And now I feel like I'm supposed to read this. It says, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Where can you see that good? How can you see that good? I'm also seeing the colors here, and even though some of these are very dynamic, to me it's very flowy again. They're cool colors, they're calming colors. It's not, there's a little bit of red here, but the whole thing isn't on fire. It's just it's a process, finding balance. I think that's it for you guys. Is there, okay. All right. I'm hearing to talk about the self-love thing really quick. Some of you are needing this one. And I'm even hearing to read. So, hold on. Okay, so there's a quote from Alan Cohen. The deeper you love yourself, the more the universe will affirm your worth. And I will read some of this. Love is the universal language throughout the cosmos. Aligned with the creative process of manifestation, it is the living energy that moves through everything. Self-love is the key to unlocking the power of universal love. The more you love who you are, the greater your capacity to feel love from others. By seeing your value, knowing your worth, and embracing the many aspects of yourself, the universe reflects back to you the love that is in your heart. By having this unconditional love and deep acceptance for yourself, you transform into a powerful source of magnetic energy that attracts opportunities, prosperity, and divine relationships. I think that ties back into, I know that this is the self part, but that's just reminding me it ties back into when you are able to offer that space for someone else, they are able, because that need was met, to offer it back to you. And that's reminded me of that, the give and take that happens. Yeah. Maybe, as a side note, the reason there are two of these, maybe you have this self-love moment that you need to focus on, which will then carry on into your relationship. It is a beautiful thing. I hope that you're not feeling down about it. It is a beautiful thing knowing what you get to work on, seeing yourself, having that awareness. Everybody has stuff to work on, all of us. So being able to have that and move forward in growth is absolutely beautiful. That's how we get blooms, right? Growth. Sound healing is very powerful for you. So whether you take that as music, like I said earlier, music or bowls, or just however you resonate with that, it's very powerful for you. Maybe do it on the regular. Create a habit out of that moment to just, what's a song that, like, oh, makes you feel so good, makes you want to get up and dance, or one that just feeds your soul. Even if it feels bittersweet, it feeds your soul. Have those moments for yourself. Okay, I wish you guys the best, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Okay, pile number 2, the green fluorite. Lovely, lovely. And let's see your cards. Oh, upside down. Take stock of your achievements. Surface. Trust. Gosh, look at these beautiful colors together. Oh. Oh, and starseed. Interesting. Okay. For those of you that care about numbers, we have 30 and we have 36. So what I'm getting, sorry for the pause there. Maybe you guys freaked out for a second. Is it happening? What I'm getting initially with this one, I'm sure it will come for a particular relationship for you, but right now, especially with this one, it's speaking to me about your relationship with yourself. And I wasn't expecting to have something come up like that. It's really interesting. Trust says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. That's a hard one, guys. Oh, that's a hard one. We go through, anyone that has a spiritual life, at some point, you end up going through this Is it real? Do I trust it? What am I hearing? Even my gut instinct, am I supposed to trust it? It could be wrong. There, we have our doubts. And I think ultimately, you trust in something bigger, right? Call it the universe, call it source, call it guides, call it God, whatever you're trusting in, whatever you put your faith in. That's what you trust. That's what you go with. I feel that sometimes we can be so confused and wishy-washy that it's hard to trust ourselves. Um, and being led to, but remember, where's your heart at? So I think that oftentimes when we get to that place of not knowing what to trust, it's because we're in our head and we're thinking, we got all the thoughts going, right? And it's confusing. But if we stop for just a second and drop down into that heart space, it becomes clear. I'm not going to be able to say this correctly because I can't remember perfectly, but I just read a thing that said that pain happens when we are not aligned with our soul's desires. That heart space, what are you not aligned with? What is in your soul? What is your heart, your soul saying needs to happen? I'm actually not going to focus on the star seed thing. Some of you may feel very close to that, some of you may not. I am more, I am seeing here this fetal position, and this intertwined energy tether, something going up here, and then all the rest of it here. And yeah, I'm really feeling that this goes with what I was just talking about with all the thoughts coming in and confusing everything. Um, and needing that grounding, needing to be grounded to your heart and your soul, that connection. Take stock of your achievements. This for me is saying maybe you're not feeling so great about yourself right now. Um, this is like reminding you of how far you've come, reminding yourself, saying, look what I've been through, look what I've gotten over, look what, I hate saying that, but the hurdles you've gotten through. Um, and that, by doing so, this does help you trust yourself. Uh, this one I find so interesting. I think two things I get with this. The one is that, again, okay, here's the full picture, your head, you're in, that's what's showing, right? This is the surface up here, and then dropping back down again to your soul, your heart space. Not what's out here in the world showing everybody else, the mask that people wear. We all do it on occasion. I, oh, okay. I'm just now receiving that I feel you are in a place where you're ready to go deeper. You're ready to go deeper than you have been before. And it can be rough, guys. It can be rough to do that. This is not a, it can be scary. It can be a lot. It's not easy. It's not easy to see your core. But some of us really need that. Some of us really need to dive down into it. And I feel like that time is coming for you. So I think overall, to clarify this and hopefully make it smoother and not so confusing, just to reiterate, dive down into your heart. Don't let everything be about the mind, especially when it starts to get confusing. Simplify. Go back into your heart and your soul. Go ahead and remind yourself of who you are and what you've been through, and be proud of yourself. And be ready. Be ready to dive down deeper than you've gone before. When you dive deeper, you're able to help others more. And others are able to connect with you on a deeper level. I just felt that is your heart right there. That's something you're wanting. Some form of helping others. In fact, I'm hearing now, I'm connecting to someone in particular. This is something you've been on the path. You've been on this path. You've been doing it. And there was almost a little moment of how can I get deeper? Like, you're willing and you want to, but how much more can there be? I'm gonna say that, if the universe is wanting this for you and that's what you're wanting, it'll happen. You don't have to worry about it. It's gonna happen. If you have that kind of mindset of wanting growth, growth is gonna come. Growth is gonna come your way. I know this has been very much about the relationship with the self, but I am feeling called, now that we've gone through that, to say, you do have someone by your side. There's two of you here. And I'm not here to, I'm not a huge person on predicting your futures and that kind of stuff. I feel like things can go all over the place with that. But this to me is saying you have support. You have support. Yep. Okay, that is it for you guys. I'm excited for you, as hard as difficult as it is. You know, you've been through some of it. You get to go through more, and buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride, but it's exciting and it's wonderful and it's beautiful. And if you heard that, that was my cat deciding to go to the bathroom right as I'm doing this and then run away, jumping all over the place. So he's excited as well. Okay, you guys, much love to you. Much love to you. Okay, pile 3, Polar Jade. Polar Jade. So pretty. I wish I had this like way bigger. It's so pretty. Let's see what you have got here. Dance. Interesting. Oh. Huh. Absence. Indecision. And virtual fog. I am fascinated by this. Huh. Okay. I trust you guys to know when something is meant for you and when something is not. So there's a couple different ways this could go, but virtual fog. I feel that this on one hand can represent internet, knowing someone through online. I also feel that it can represent brain fog, confusion, um, lack of focus, maybe. And then we combine them with indecision. You're not knowing, feeling wishy-washy on something, back and forth, hopping on either side of the fence, not knowing which way to go. Um, and this to me is speaking of time, absence, time spent together. Is it quality time? Is it what you're wanting? Is it not enough time? Is it too much time? I think this is really interesting to me. She's got a headpiece on here, she's got a headpiece on here. This one has a headpiece on. I feel like they go together. And yet they're kind of almost the opposite of like this one's alone and this one's with someone. And we have absence, and we have dance. And dance could be celebratory. Absence can feel lonely, but some of you, we like our space, I think that's part of your whole thing is you're trying to figure it out. Like, is this the amount of time that's being spent what you're wanting? There can always be this, there's sometimes this question that I think sometimes we have in spiritual lives that, am I meant to do this? Is this destiny? Is this the right path for me? It's so hard, guys. I'm not here to tell you. I'm not here to tell you how to figure that out. Whether you should just rely on your own intuition and what your heart is saying, whether you feel you should listen to a different voice, whether you feel you should pray, whatever it is. Gosh, that's for every individual to figure the freak out. It's hard. That can be really tough. I have been in there. So I feel like, okay, is this what you want? Are you wanting to dance? This is full of life. This is full of joy. And it does involve another person. This feels, it is not a wrong choice. It is not. It has a different path, a lot of growth as well, but a different path. And it feels more hermit-like, going within and learning yourself more. I feel like you guys need another card. I'm going to get you guys another card. Okay, so 3 came out, and we've got, I'm going to scoop these up, and we've got Root Girl, the disowned self. We've got the Farther Gate, bold step forward. And we have Covenant, sacred contract. Just gonna spit it out for you. I have a lot of feelings happening, guys, so it's difficult to utter everything out at the moment. There is some part of you that does speak up, but you're wavering on whether you're going to listen to or not. And it's to me, this is almost like your inner child. This is a younger version of you. Bold step forward. Is it scary to follow this? Is that why you're wavering? Because it's scary? Do you have to take kind of a leap of faith here? I think that this is saying that there is something so precious, and it deserves to be listened to and given hope. I will admit, when the card first came out, I thought it said father, not farther. Which, you know, I'm just trying to give you guys everything. That could mean that there's some kind of father figure for you that's involved in this, that you're dealing with. It could be authority. It could be going against what the family would want or what you think they would want. I feel like this is a holding back. This is this represents what's holding you back. But, you know, down here the description says take that bold step forward. I don't think you want to miss out on this. I see this as something incredibly precious, a covenant. And as scary as that leap can be, this is really good. This is good. That's cheesy. Okay, but I'm gonna say it. It's written in moon dust. It's kissed with the skies. And there is something in you that loves that. I'm feeling that right now. You love that. You love that whimsy. That it's so special. That's precious. I hope this has given you encouragement, guys. I hope that you're feeling a little more on solid ground. Yeah. I think that is it for you guys. My love to you. My love to you. There we go. Move those energies around. I have one last encouragement. Sorry, I thought we were done. I have one last encouragement for you. When that indecision starts to take a hold, remember to feel your heart. Remember to feel your heart. And even have some examples of what would help you to keep hold of this, to take that leap. Have some examples that you can tell yourself whenever the mind starts getting in the doubts. Because they do happen. I hope you guys enjoy that dance. Okay, much love. Much love. Bye, guys.